Welcome to historic Matheson Library. Here's our introduction video.
Just one thing left to say.
All right, Reed, I don't know about you, but I am definitely pumped up after that right here at historic Matheson Library. Right here where President George H.W. Bush once delivered his famous "I have a need for votes" speech. True story. But today we set politics aside and gather here for pie and lots of it. After last year's hugely successful event, there was a looming fear that pie would be hard to top. Yet we realized that any pie can be topped, usually with meringue. No matter how full the stomach, the human spirit demands more, and here we are with eager contestants, ready to eat more than those who came before them, even at the risk of completely humiliating themselves live on YouTube. I'm Brent Taylor, and this is Reed Draper. Reed, as we reflect on the true meaning of Pie Day, the airing of grievances and the feats of caloric intake, let's turn it over to you.
Oh, welcome, welcome. What a good-looking crowd. This is as good as last year, possibly better. I'd like to say it's a pleasure to be back, and I haven't seen a group this excited about pie since Davy Hogan and Stand By Me. Can we have Britton Shirley? Britton Shirley, last year's defending champion, is here, I believe. Is Britton? No, he's not here. He's not. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand Britton competed in 265 consecutive pie eating competitions, coming out the winner every time. Unfortunately, after topping out at 435 pounds, he's pretty much concentrating on water and Ozempic. Maybe we'll see him again next year. All right. And Brent, I understand that you were up for Broadcaster of the Year because of last year's presentation on the Food Channel for Best Presentation in the Pie Division. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was true. I was nominated, but I lost to Martha Stewart.
Oh, I think she cheated. Wasn't that a banana pie? It just doesn't work. You know, I was up for an award, too.
The Peabody, is that right?
Not the Peabody. It was the Pie Body. Pillsbury's looking for a new spokesman.
All right, that works.
All right.
So we do want to take a moment to thank the chefs and for all the volunteers who made all this thing possible.
That's right, a big
Laura Farrell,
round
Eric
for the
England.
culinary department.
Absolutely right. And at this time, we want to turn it over to the reason for the season, a presentation on pie with Joel Cates.
Thank you, thank you. I promise not to beat around the bush. So let me first give you just a little story of a fellow college student of yours who left their small town, went off to college, and then came back, you know, at Christmas time, and they were asked by a relative, show us your learning. So searching for some little tidbit of knowledge that they could share, just threw out the equation, pi r squared. And the relative hit him upside the back of the head and said, no, pi r round. Anyway, let's begin this infinite adventure of pie. Let me first tell you just some simple things about pie that we know that is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. You've all heard that it's approximately 3.14159. And we know that it's irrational, right? So what does it say about me that's on my top number list? But moving right along, this thing has ancient beginnings going back to the days of the Egyptians and the Babylonians who tried to figure out this ratio themselves. Archimedes, famous Greek mathematician, we won't talk about how Greek math killed, but Archimedes tried to take different polygons and fit them inside a circle and outside a circle to come up with a range of values for pi. So modern calculation does supercomputers, but I do have a little image for you here of what we see with Archimedes' approach. You see that you just put those polygons around it, and you get closer and closer and closer to that famous 3.14159. So this concept, this method of exhaustion, approximates pi by inscribing and circumscribing polygons around the circle. This is the ancient approach, and for millennia, they tried to improve upon this by just increasing the number of sides. Archimedes went with 96 sides, and that's as good as he could get. So moving on, we have other methods. There's the Leibnizian approach, where you have this formula that is 4 times the quantity, 1 minus a third, plus a fifth, minus a seventh, plus a ninth, minus an 11th, plus a 13th, minus a 15th. I'm sorry, I got stuck in a loop there. But it's coming from arctangent, which that's a plug for taking Ms. Thompson's trigonometry class if you haven't already. And it comes from calculus, and this thing goes so slow that you're not going to get at like the pi that we know for many, many terms. Now, I would be remiss not to tell you about pi's rival. Today, we celebrate on March 14th, Pi Day, but there is tau that is a contender as well. Tau is 2 pi. It's 6.28 approximately. And some people say that it's a better measure for trigonometry. But what we find is that there are few academics around in June to celebrate that day. And we can't convince people to eat 2 pies in the place of 1. So it works better in trigonometry. But pi has tradition, right? We've been after pi for a while, and that's where we seem to stick. So just remember, this approach of using pi is everywhere. You see it in nature, circles, waves, quantum mechanics. We see in technology, in the use of your GPS, in engineering simulations. And then I've even come across a few musicians that use pi to create different pieces of music. You know, so first, the third note, the first note of the scale, the fourth note of the scale, first note, you know, on out with that. And it's been just a source of inspiration. So as we partake today, remember the true reason for the season, that 3.14159.
Well done. So let's now bring up our judge for the contest, Jason Donner.
Big hand for Jason. Thanks for donating your time today.
All right, explain to everybody how it will be judged.
I left my mic. They got up early. All right, so yeah, I'll tell you how we'll do this. This is like last year. We have the faculty and staff that will go first, and we will then have 3 heats of students that are located back there. So they will eat this pie with no hands at all. So that means just their face, and that's all they have to eat this whole thing. 2 minutes will go by. If somebody looks like that I think that they finished, the pie before that, then I'll just call it and declare them they've won that heat. Or if 2 minutes are up, then I'll just stop it and pick the one that ate the most. So it's really as simple as that.
As simple as pie.
Yes. The other thing is that since we do have 3 groups, the winner for each one of those, for the students, there'll be one last thing that happens where those three people have a final kind of like very simple one more pie to eat and see who the ultimate winner is. That's all.
The grand champion. All right. So at this time, I believe we are ready for the faculty and staff heat.
That's right. That's what we're here for. The competition begins.
So at this time, if you are a faculty and staff participant, come on down.
Faculty, come on down. Let's have a big hand.
Also, we have plenty of seating down here for those who need a chair. There's lots of chairs, real quick.
Well, you can just go down the line. We'll go one through. Yeah, doesn't matter.
For you guys. I had to get out here before. Sitting. Yeah, so you can interview. Let me do the oath right before. Then we or you want
Oh, go ahead and do the oath.
yeah, this one we'll be able to sit on our hands. All right. Before we meet each one of these contestants, there's one thing I want all the contestants to do, and we're going to take a little oath, the oath of honor. Please, the oath of honor, please, the oath. Oh, don't turn against me. All right. So I would like, if you're a contestant, wherever you are, probably in that group or here, sit on your hands. Don't raise your hands, sit on your hands. Repeat after me. I hereby promise to eat without hands, to eat without embarrassment or instant crushing regret. I will eat only with my face. I will not blame the poor judge. And more importantly, I will not blame myself. One more. And if I laugh, the pie will not come out of my nose. Because that is cheating. Right? All right. You may begin.
All right, Reed,
Wonderful.
let's go to you for an introduction.
I'm going to need a moment after that beautiful oath, the same oath that's been repeated for decades at these competitions.
Beautiful words.
Oh, never finer, never finer. Is everyone ready to meet our contestants? We'll start here with Ethan Allen. My question first? Oh, I'm going to... Name?
Ethan Allen. I'm a success coach.
All right, Ethan just made the change from the Brownie League to the Pie League. That transition can be tough, but he plans on taking it one bite at a time and eating within himself.
Excellent, excellent. Moving down the line. Delana McKinney. Tell us, what's your opinion? Coffee or milk with your pie?
Diet Coke.
Brent, tell us a little about our
All
contestant.
right, she idolized Cookie Monster growing up and studied hours of footage to mimic the exact technique.
Next up, Stacy Kreider. Stacy, do you think there is actually a Marie calendar?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You excited about today?
Very, very. Can
All
I
right.
stand up? Yes.
I think we're going to need a call to the judges
Judges
based on that.
ruling,
Is
judges
standing
ruling.
while eating allowed?
I thought that was like, can we stand up right now? No, you can't stand up. You have to sit. You don't have to sit on your hands. You absolutely cannot use your hands. Yes. Adjust away.
That's right. You can see the seasoned professionals. They've got their techniques. They've got the secret methods that are going to drive them through to victory.
Yes.
All right. Next up, I believe Shay has been requested for years in this competition, and he's finally here today. Shay, tell us how you feel about your chances today.
Finally made it here. Appreciate all.
Shay's direct quote is that pies are magically delicious.
Kelly's got the serious gear on here. I want you to look closely. She's ready for the competition. Tell us how you feel about today, Kelly.
I feel great. I was born for this.
All right, she's new to the pie circuit, but put up some freakish numbers in the combine, most notably in horizontal reach, which can be a major advantage in a situation like this.
Excellent. Excellent. And finishing up, Kim Russell. Tell us how you feel about today.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Well, it sounds like you've got a pretty serious backing here in the crowd. Tell us how you feel about today. You excited?
I don't know that I've ever been more excited for anything in my life.
That's the kind.
Kim is a wily veteran who knows every trick in the book. That book happens to be called Pie in the Sky, The 12 Habits of Highly Effective Eaters by Brent Taylor and is available through HarperCollins Publishing.
If the competition was strictly on outfit alone, you'd be the grand champion already. Very nice. All right. I think we're just about ready to start.
I would say so.
For me, right?
Judge, are you
Yep.
ready?
I am ready. Remember that we will...
Oop, we have a question.
Here's, yeah, go question. Yeah, you can prepare.
Such a serious nature of competition.
Mm-hmm. I mean...
And I believe you said you wanted to stand for the eating section?
No, don't complicate things.
Oh, okay. Huh?
No, it's fine. Here's an important thing to know, because they will hear it. So once they get started, I will be as loud as I can. But I will just say, for you all, begin. That's how you will start eating, okay? Remember, no hands at all. And then I'll be timing for 2 minutes. And then when the 2 minutes are up, or I think that somebody has won, I will simply say stop eating, okay? So it's begin and stop eating, all right? Are they okay? What she got on her head? Okay, I guess that's okay. Yeah, I see you. Begin.
And they're off, Reed. It looks like it's a fantastic start. They are blazing out of the gate. I'm seeing a lot of pie in a lot of places. They're really going for it this year.
That's right. Face first. There's no other way to go about it in the International Pie Eating Competition.
There's only one move, right down the middle.
I see Shay Nolan. Shay Nolan possibly with the lead. Look at that.
We have definitely
That's
got some
impressive.
competitors out there, Reed.
Impressive movement. Ethan showing serious gusto, but possibly falling behind. Oh, and the crowd favorite, Kim Russell. The crowd favorite, she is definitely giving it her all.
Judge Donner's keeping a close eye on this entire situation.
And supporting the Paducah School of Art and Design, Kelly Johnson. Serious work there.
Oh, a real artist when it comes to pie.
1 minute.
That's exactly right.
1 minute left.
Forget finger painting. Face painting is going to be the new
With the
new
tip of the
world.
nose.
That's right. Come on, crowd. Less than a minute left. Give them a little support.
They're getting down to the final bites.
That's right. They're thinking to themselves, can they hold out? Can they finish strong?
It is
Oh, yes.
maybe going to be a photo finish, so it's a good thing we got Justin down there.
That's right. Everyone has their opinion, but you know without pie, an opinion is just an onion.
Indeed.
Look at them go. Look at them go, Brent.
It is intense down here.
I haven't seen this kind of dedication to pie eating. I don't know the last time.
maybe in a whole year. 8,
Get him.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop eating. Stop eating. All right, so now it's time for Judge Donner to earn all the big bucks.
That's right.
Hold on. Make the tough call here on the field. We might have to ask Dan to go to instant replay. I'm not sure.
Oh, our judge is carefully examining the plates.
This is close. The winner is Kim Russell.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a word from
All
the
right,
champion.
congratulations on that first heat.
Thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who competed today.
Now
Let's have
that's
a word
excitement.
with our first heat champion, Kim. You obviously are without words at this point, but let's have some anyway.
That was the best pie. Thank you. Yeah. Wow.
Excellent
Wow.
work. Fine work. I believe we can go ahead and reset.
So it's
We've
not
got a
only
video.
filling, but it's also delicious. We're learning a lot of facts down there on the field.
Shay, any words for your adoring fans?
Thank you for the opportunity.
That's right. Let's give them another big hand. The mic may have picked that up.
As we are preparing for the next part of the program, please know that there's lots and lots of chairs. You don't have to stand. We'd love to have you down close and get some good shots. Don't forget, you have refreshments over in the remote room, and we are going to draw for a winner of a free pie over in the remote room. If you have your tickets already, then you've registered, but if not, make sure you go do that. We will draw shortly for that.
Don't forget to thank the culinary department because they have got a lot of fingers and a lot of pies on something like this. Took a lot of volunteers and a lot of time, and the pies don't just make themselves. So if you see them out there, give them a big hearty thank you as the cleanup crew moves through, takes out the first heat, sets up the second heat.
That was excitement. Excitement, Brent. I
Pure
don't
excitement.
I don't think there's a more exciting 2 minutes in sports. Forgive the Churchill down, folks, but this right here.
No,
This is the
horses
vote.
have nothing on these horses.
Now, we do want to give another big thanks for the culinary department, and they have created a video to show you exactly where these taste-tempting pies come from. So, if you're ready, Dan, let's roll that video.
And it was really the 1950s when pie in America became that staple. As American as. It was that 1950s campaign, especially after World War
We can have a moment of silence. Let's listen to Eric England in the culinary department.
That it was
And how these
the pie
pies were
was
made.
reintroduced into society as that kind of major part. It comes out of tradition and history. It comes out of what ingredients are available. In our modern society, we have access to any ingredient in the world. We can get that within a moment's notice. Our grocery stores are stocked with food from around the world. In January, when you go to the store, you can get strawberries that are grown in Guatemala. And it used to not be that, before the invention of modern refrigeration, before the invention of, travel and logistics. The ingredients that you use, the type of pie that you make is very kind of regional specific. You go to the Keys, you go to Florida, and it's all key lime. You go to the Midwest, and it's all pumpkin pie there. Apple pie, much more in the Northeast. South, we get a lot of coconut cream pie is popular in the South. France produces a lot of apples, and that's where we got, apples from. As people migrate, as people move from Europe, from other locations to America, they bring their food, they bring their ingredients with them. You know, to say that apple pie is as American as baseball and everything else, it's about as American as pizza is. Everything evolves and everything comes from, you know, those traditions.
All right, so we are just about ready for Student Heat 1. Those pies will be just about into place here any moment now.
That's right. And the video, if you appreciated that, just remember the culinary department, the work they've done, all the pies they've created. I'm not sure if there was a specific number, but it was a lot. And I think you can ask any of the contestants, some of the best pie they've ever had.
Yeah, straight from the source. We heard that firsthand.
All right. Second heat. Now we're into the students.
All right, Student Heat number 1. If you are in Student Heat number 1, come on down.
I see a contestant without the rain gear. Very daring, very bold, risking it all.
Doesn't need that shirt anyway. All right, Reed, you want to go down for some quick introductions as they set up?
Yeah, let's get right into that. Contestant number 1, let's have your name and tell us how you feel about competing today.
My name is Josiah, and I'm very regretful.
Regretful, Josiah. Terrible. We'd think excitement, anticipation. Those butterflies in your stomach are about to get a tasty, tasty vanilla treat.
He retired from competitive eating at the end of the 24 season, but came back this year because he said that he couldn't face another day without a face full of pie.
Excellent. Second contestant, name? Tell us a little about what brought you to this competition today.
My name's Sean Mitchell. I just heard free food, so I mean, like, why not?
I love it. Honesty in the competition. Eating some pie.
He is best known for his crossover hit Pie Pie Baby, so I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't choose vanilla for today's contest.
Getting geared in. That last bit of protection there. Love the goggles. Tell us a little about yourself and tell us about the concern here. I mean, look at all the gear you've got on. Is pie eating really a full contact, dangerous sport that it's made out to be?
It's a very extreme blood sport. Many people die every year, more people than in vending machine accidents. It's very serious, you know. These are my electrician's goggles.
That's right. And your name?
My name is Jazz, also known as Hungry.
Jazz once ate 4 consecutive chocolate pies, thereby earning him the nickname Chocolate Thunder.
Well, I feel some serious confidence coming off of Chocolate Thunder here. I think we could have the possibility of a new champion being crowned right out of this heat. And our last contestant, SGA president. Let's have a big hand. Your name?
I'm Rob Holt. And you know, Reed, I'm more of a cake guy, not a pie guy. But I'm going to win this pie eating contest, but only if you disqualify Joe Chumbler.
Excellent. Another big hand for our competitors here.
Rob is coming off a nasty jaw injury that nearly derailed his career, and as we all know, it's very difficult to chew without your jaw. It's great to see him back today.
Now, I believe Ben's not in the audience. All right. I hate to say these things, but I'm afraid that Ben, with every international event, you have blood testing these days. And I'm afraid that Ben was pulled for blood doping and certain hunger-increasing agents.
Sad state of affairs.
It's terrible.
It's the
hate
modern
to see that.
dilemma that we all face.
But with the glory that comes with pie eating, you understand why sometimes these young competitors take the shortcuts.
They get tempted out there, but we got all the high character ones here now.
Exactly. This looks like a great group. A great group.
All right,
I guess we're
let's
ready
bring
to go.
in the judge.
Is it over? Am I ready?
Is our support crew ready? The pies are out. We're tying the last knot. That's right. We don't want to.
Final knot, or as they call it in the business, the knot's landing.
We'll get a thumbs up from our PPE folks, or PIE folks, as we say. Wonderful. Jason, it looks like the crew is ready.
First name, huh? Okay, I guess that's all right. There's two things I want to tell you. First of all of these students would really like for you to zoom in really well and record every last second of this. These cameras, they're not going to zoom in like the entire time. So the other thing I want to tell you is that right back there, we should acknowledge the student winner who won his heat and then beat the other two last year, Jacob Wilson, right there raising his hand.
It's great to see a former champion.
Yeah, I'm so glad he did and that we were able to do that. So I, again, would remind you to not use your hands and eat all that you can in 2 minutes, and I'm ready to start. Are you ready? I will say begin in a minute, and when I stop it, I will say stop eating. Okay, here we go. Begin.
Oh, Reed, this is a blistering pace. I thought we saw a lot in that faculty round, but the students really know how to eat. It is getting crazy down there.
That's right, Brent.
There is.
Of course, this is the young crowd, the students. I think in general, students are hungrier than faculty. It goes with that whole, I don't have a job.
They're early enough in their career, they are definitely hungry.
Exactly. Oh, that's right.
They're giving it their all, I can tell that.
The crowd really seems to be excited about this group. Look at that.
It's definitely a special group.
Look at the technique, the form, the style.
Yeah, we've got several different techniques happening down here, Reed. We've got the extend and lick. We've got the chomp and go. It is all on the table today.
Jazz has won this match.
Amazing!
He beats the clock. No time limit on this one. He just conquered the others. Look at that.
I thought they were at a
Amazing.
faster pace than the faculty and staff, and that proved to be very true in this case.
Let's get a word from our winner. Oh, look at that. Can we get a close-up on that champion there? Look at that. The winner of the heat. Jazz, we're going to need to have a couple of words and maybe a couple of wipies there.
Hello.
Yeah, I think when you stepped up here, you did not have the rain gear on. Are you happy now that the Pi support team actually fitted you out with something to protect the gear? Might have been quite a mess. All right. He's speechless, ladies and gentlemen. Speechless. The joy of victory has rendered him speechless. Let's have another big... Oh.
It was actually very generous of them to do that, but I would have done it with or without.
I think you got a little grumbled there. Try that one more time.
It was very, very generous of the support team to give me the extra protection here, but I would have done it with or without. I do what I have to.
Of course you would have, because a champion always goes the extra mile for the win. Let's have another big round for our competitors here in this heat.
I was supposed to do it.
That's right. And the other three, maybe they didn't win this heat today, but they're still champions in our eyes.
Oh, yeah, everyone's a champion at the bottom of the pan.
And here at WKCTC, I think it's to be said for that, too.
Indeed. Let's turn it over to Amy Sullivan for a special announcement.
Special announcement is we're getting ready to draw for our free pie. I want to thank Tristan Holdman of Backwoods Barbecue for donating this delicious pie. Kristen, do we know what flavor that pie is? It's a strawberry pie with a nice pie symbol on the box. So ticket number, have your tickets ready, 461-4021. They all begin in 461. So the last digits are 4021. 4021. We will draw again if the winner is not here. 40. Let me see your ticket. Come on over. Is it you? Come on over this way, sir. Come over this way. Congratulations. And again, thank you to Tristan. He was here earlier and had to go to work, but it is lovely and it has beautiful meringue. So make sure you check out Backwoods Barbecue. Yes, congratulations. You get the pie. Enjoy. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another video treat for you here. Although this time, we're going to ask everyone to be a little quieter. We are filming, and we're having some audio issues trying to get the film. So if we can have everyone keep down. Don't make me ask Brent to bring out his teacher voice. If we could just have a little more quiet in the room. Is the librarians I see talking over there in the corner? Oh my goodness. I know some of you are questioning how these athletes train. What's the history of pie eating competitions? We have some found footage today. We're just amazed it turned up. We're going to show that to you now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, students. The class is Pie Eating 101. If you have come today to learn the expert methods of eating the pies, then you have come to the right place. If you are not serious, then get out. Good. Then we are ready to begin. I shall introduce myself. I am Dr. Werner von Stuttgart. I am the world's preeminent expert in the eating of the pie. I have a PhD in P-I-E. Now we are serious. Let us begin with going over the 5 main components of eating of the pie. We have the 1, the whipped cream. We have the 2, the filling. We have the 3, the pan. We have the 4, the mouth. This you eat. This you eat. This you do not eat. Not the most important part of the eating of the pie. The mouth. Notice the excellent dental structure. Notice the wide mandibular spacing to allow for maximum intake of the pie. Notice the tongue waiting for the delicious pie. But 9! There are no hands. There are no hands. Now, for instructional purposes, we shall watch the film of one of my greatest triumphs. World champion for over 17 straight years in the eating of the pie. Let us watch. Let us see how a true champion wins. Notice the intent. Notice the focus, the concentration. Nothing exists except for the pie. Now, see the jaws dislocate as he begins to approach the pie. Here is the moment. Here is the moment. First contact with the pie. When he knows he is going to conquer the pie. Yes, that is it. Destroy the pie. You must love the pie, but you must hate the pie. Just a little bit. Yes, that is it. That is it. Every bite, every morsel. There is no loss. There is nothing but the pie. I hope you have enjoyed today's class. That is all.
You know, Reed, at an event that can be kind of silly, I was glad that we took a scientific approach to that.
It's all about the science.
All right, looks like at this time we are ready for Student Heat 2. So all those competitors, if you are in Student Heat 2, come on down.
Let's have some applause. Student Heat number 2. You know them. You love them.
They look like an eager bunch, Reed.
That's right.
They might be able to top Student Heat 1, but that was pretty impressive, I got to say.
I'm a little concerned. I think I'm seeing some fear in the eyes of these competitors. They're seeing that pie. That pie looks very tiny from the back of the room, but once you're actually in position, once you're seated at the table, suddenly that pie looks fairly daunting. Let's go over and meet our competitors.
All right, Reed, give us a quick introduction there.
All right, give us your name. Tell us a little about yourself.
Cody, and I'm here for pie. That's about it.
He competed last week in the Open. He's actually an amateur. A victory here today would put him on the fast track to eating publicly for a living.
Now that is a goal, Brent. All right. How do you feel today? Tell us a little about yourself.
I'm Shelby, and I'm in the PTA program. That's all I got.
Since the All-Starch break, she's been averaging over 4,200 calories per outing, which puts her among some of the top performers in the league.
That is impressive. Way to go. All right. Name?
Ricardo. I'm a PTA student too. Am I going to be on the news?
What are your feelings on meringue, Ricardo?
He was sidelined earlier this month with a broken wrist, but as luck would have it, nobody needs wrists for this contest.
Good point. Well, winner's compensation. All right. Name? Tell us something about yourself.
Lauren, I'm in the PTA program too.
She's making a pie division debut after 4 seasons in the hot dog conference. She made the switch after realizing 4 years later she still didn't know what was in a hot dog.
Hot dogs? That Joey Chestnut, he doesn't know anything. Pie. Pie is where the real competitors are. Which brings us to our last competitor. Name?
Olivia Baddeley. I'm in college and taking only childhood classes.
Excellent, Olivia. We're looking forward to you really proving yourself.
In high school, she wore number 8 because she ate a lot.
All right. Is it time? Are we ready? Oh, yes, I did not. Scott Green. Is Scott Green in the house? Anyone? Scott didn't make it today. Brent, tell us a little something about Scott.
Well, he is ready to put the past behind him after a social media firestorm in the wake of a controversial Ozempic endorsement deal that some observers found hypocritical.
Oh, my goodness. I'm afraid he was just a little concerned about showing his face today.
Might explain the absence, that's true.
A moment of silence for Scott Green. That's enough.
All right, Judge Donner, are you ready to make your appearance? Looks like the competitors are
I think
in
at this
place.
point, we know what to do, right? Don't use your hands, 2 minutes. I'll say begin, and then I'll say meeting. Begin.
And they're off. That's
This
right,
is
keep it up,
another
audience.
torrid start here. I don't know if they've got it in them like the last heat, but they are definitely giving it their all.
Oh, Cody is just attacking that pie. I think Cody hates that pie a little bit. Cody's eating that pie like it slapped him around
Doing
in
a little
kindergarten.
redirection move. There's nothing illegal about that.
Oh, look at that. Look at it. Everyone thinks they know the pie until they actually begin. That's when you truly know yourself.
It is a wicked competitor. You'll never have a tougher competitor than that plate of pie.
That's right. It's not about the other people at the table. It's not about the standings. It's about the pie. They have to know they're going to defeat the pie. Judge Donner is keeping a careful eye. He's examining each plate.
1 more minute.
That's
That
right.
clock's
1 more
beginning
minute.
to wear down a little bit. Tick, 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 tick.
No one understands just how difficult it can be on those pies.
It's the
exertion.
speed that's the problem. It's not the volume. It's always the speed.
I understand the professional pie eaters can actually burn more calories while eating the pie than the pie contains.
Takes a true pro to do that.
That's right. We're running down.
They are
it's
getting
getting
into
closer.
those final pie moments down there.
That's right. They wanted every one of these
It is
competitors. Every single one.
Every bite counts. It's the home stretch.
They know it's getting closer. Here we go.
The pressure's increasing, and the closer they get to the bottom of the pan.
Judge Donner looks on with anticipation.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, they're trying to get that last bite in.
Stop eating.
It is definitely
Winner
Listen to that crowd.
Ricardo Morales.
Listen to that crowd go wild. They love these competitors. Sacrificing everything for their own world and for the pie. Let's have a word from our champion. Let's give him a moment to clear the pie out of his sinuses. Gordo, tell us a little, once you've recovered, tell us a little something. Was it exactly what you expected?
I've been training for this.
Been training. Can you tell us a little something about your training?
1,000 push-ups, 1,000 pull-ups, you know.
I love it. Pull-ups. Pull-ups. That's what we go. With a slice of pie above you, pull up, bite, pull up, bite. That's serious dedication. Excellent work. Excellent work. Well, we'll let the competitors have a moment to get cleaned up.
All right.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, there are lots of refreshments left, so you can go get another little piece of pie if you would like, and or cookies.
How could you resist that?
That's
An
a good
extra piece
offer.
of pie.
Let's talk a little bit about today's sponsors, Reed.
Let's have a word about the sponsors today.
So sponsor number one is Duluth Universal Flour, the only flour made in Duluth. Seems to add up, checks out.
I love it.
All right, also today's pie eating competition is brought to you by Swanson TV Dinners. You buy the dinner, we'll buy you the pie.
That's right. Those of you who grew up on TV dinners, you can remember the delicious taste of microwaved pizza and pie.
That rubbery Salisbury steak just flapping in the breeze. Exactly right. Nothing like Swanson TV Dinners.
Listen to that crowd. They love these competitors. They just love them.
Every moment they're hanging on each bite.
That's right. I understand people have come in from as far as Possum Trot to make it to this event today.
Long distances, awesome results.
All right.
And our other sponsor today is Van Heller Artificial Flavoring, made without alcohol. Van Heller is a flavoring you will like better than the best vanilla. It does not lose its delicious flavor in baking or cooking like vanilla extract. It contains no alcohol. Also ask for Van Heller lemon, orange, strawberry, maple, coffee, raspberry, cherry, peach, pineapple, pistachio, mint, almond, banana, and rose flavor.
What else is there? What other flavors could you possibly need? Van Heller, when you want it without alcohol.
If you hit that rose flavor, you're all out of flavors. That is for sure.
Looks like the pie support team is sending out names. We'll have the pies presented shortly, and we'll go into Heat 3 with students.
Student Heat 3 will be on standby. They just about have it ready for you down there. So if you are in Student Heat 3, you will be on the lookout to get down here momentarily.
I think this crowd has shown the most excitement during the other competitors' heats. I think they've saved the best for last in terms of competitors.
Oh, you never know. The champion could still have yet to have eaten. That's how this goes. You can't just say, well, Heat 1 was really a fast heat, because they might have used it all and left it all out on the field, and it could be that you got the winner about to come up still.
All right. The last pie is setting. Much like entering the docks at a horse rate. I guess we can put our competitors out now.
All right, Student Heat 3. If you are in Student Heat 3.
Student Heat 3, come on down. Oh, yes. Striding forward with purpose. They know what's in store. They've watched the day's festivities. They know what they have to do.
We've got some of our most colorful characters here in Student Heat 3.
That's right. The advantage of Heat 3, you've seen the other competitors. You know what you're going up against.
You know where that bar is.
That's right.
You just have to eat the bar.
You know where the bottom of the pan is. All right, let's go over and meet our crowd. Tell us your name.
My name is Joe Chumbler.
All right, his favorite childhood book was The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and he actually credits Eric Carle with inspiring him to go into professional eating.
Excellent. We're not going to break Joe's. Looks like he's got his mantra, he's got his mind set, he's fixed on the pie. All right, name?
Timmy. Timmy White.
How do you feel? You apparently got a crowd favorite sitting right next to you. You feel confident today? As long as you don't die.
A two-sport star who also plays semi-pro golf, when asked recently if pro eating is holding back his golf game, he quipped to the media that golfers don't have to weigh 80 pounds.
That's right. Our next contestant.
China. Malone.
Excellent, China. Any thoughts on today? Excited?
I like any challenges associated with food.
That is a great approach.
And fun fact that I learned before today's competition, China likes pie.
Who doesn't like pie? Anyone here? That's right. Everyone likes pie. Next contestant.
Hi, I'm Courtney, and I'm just here for the fun.
Have you had fun today? Yeah, very much so. All right.
5 years ago to the day, she was disappointed when she was the odds-on favorite to win the tin medal at the Paris Paralympics, when the entire event was canceled in a futile attempt to stop the spread of COVID.
Those were dark days indeed. Dark days,
Darkest.
Brent. And our last competitor in our last heat.
Hunter Thompson, and I used to play high school football.
Excellent. What's more terrifying, facing off against a 270-pound defensive tackle or a 2-pound pie?
He is a McDonald's All-American, which in this sport means having a bucket list dream of eating at every McDonald's in America.
Excellent, excellent. All right, let's have one more hand for our competitors. Caleb Powers, last moment. Calling once, calling twice. Caleb, oh my.
All right, let's get started then. I think that we are all set. Are you ready to begin? Don't use your hands, and begin.
Whoa, that was a hot start out of the gate. I don't think the gate start time for either of the other two heats was anything like that. They were straight in it, right on top of it, right off the bat.
That's right. There are great statistics in sports. There's ERA, stolen bases, sacks. But I think the time to pie, the time it takes for the face to actually recoil and enter the pie, is one of the most telling numbers of success.
Yeah, and they were red hot on that stat coming out of there. We don't have the measurements just yet, but when we get them, you'll find out they are near on a record pace.
That's right. I think Joe was less than 1 second on the approach to the pie. Look at that work. There is no concern for safety. There is no self-preservation. It's nothing but the pie.
You do have to give up your body for the pie. That's how it works.
Right. I understand one of our competitors in this heat actually wears dentures. We're waiting to see that disaster that could happen.
That's a pro.
Stop eating. Timmy White.
Look at that, impossibly world record time.
That was swift.
Let's see what our competitor says.
I thought that starting time was
nice.
was
That's
pretty hot,
wonderful.
and it really was. It turned out to be indicative of the final result.
That's exactly right. I'd get a comment, but I'm going to wait until some of that pie leaves that beard before we get a microphone that close to his face. Contestants, go ahead and get cleaned up. That was impressive.
That was really fast. So we're going to, are you done with? Are you done? Are you gonna interview? All right, we're going to set up here now for Timmy, Jazz, and Ricardo to compete in one last heat, and that is just going to be a whipped cream pie, and you eat that thing as fast as you possibly can. So we'll set up for that, and then we'll give out the prizes.
The championship round approaches. We have the winners of the 3 heats for their second heats. So if you are a winner of one of the 3 student heats, don't go anywhere because you still need to do the championship round. All right, the crew is going to get all cleaned up here, and then we will get ready for the moment that we've been waiting for an entire year.
That's right. It's been a year since we last crowned a champion.
That was an amazing event, but this has been, I'm going to say, a worthy follow-up to that event. If you will be in the championship round, we will have you come up and be fitted for a second smock.
That's right.
So if you are in that championship round, come on up for a second smocking.
That's right. Kim Russell. Is Kim Russell sitting here? Kim, come on down. We're going to go ahead and get you geared up.
No, they're wrong. No, don't, Kim. Don't do it, Kim.
My
fault.
Right I thought faculty would step up, but
yeah, you're not
okay.
going to eat the other pie. Forget it. They don't know.
Then we're looking for our other 3 winners of the heats. Ricardo, come on down. Let's get you geared up. Timmy? Timmy's already there. Do we have everyone? Do we have our 3 competitors?
And now we need Jazz. Oh, there's Jazz too. They're all over there. They're getting
Perfect. All right. I'll ask the crowd. Do we have a favorite? Do we have a question of? Sounds like a crowd favorite.
Just keeps on
How
paying
about the
off.
crowd? How about Ricardo from the crowd? Who thinks Ricardo? Obviously, Ricardo's got some favorites. They think he can come back. They could overcome that. Timmy had an impressive time.
Oh, absolutely. All 3 of these competitors are going to be very difficult to beat in the final round. Got to give a little nod of appreciation to our cleanup crew. They have been really moving and grooving out there, getting everything
They have been
cleared out
on
and
top
new
of it
stuff
today.
in.
And let's take another chance to thank Amy Sullivan and her entire library crew.
Oh, the brains of the operation, Director Amy Sullivan, right.
Let's thank once again the culinary department and all the staff that helped out in
I
preparation
have
for
one
this.
more thing. I don't know if everyone noticed. Did everyone notice what's on the windows by chance? We need to thank Emily Esau. Please stand up, Emily. You see that it begins with
Hey, Timmy, Joe, hang on for 1 second.
Getting coached up all over there. Timmy looks ready for that
A
final
little
round.
intense.
So the 3.14 starts here, and it goes obviously past what this is. It's infinity, right? So, Emily, how many digits are on these walls, windows?
Impressive.
Thank
Impressive.
you.
That's a lot of decimals.
That's a big thank you to Emily Esau and the Paducah School of Art and Design. I'd also like to reach out and thank our camera operators today and the marketing department and the TV department branch who will be filming all of today, so you can catch anything you missed on the repeat. Oh, and the Honorable Judge Jason Donner, who has donated his time and expertise. How many years training for this moment?
I'm not a chef at all, by the way. I teach communication, which is like it's like the easiest thing to teach. And you should take my class if you haven't done it already. There's some people out there who have. Yeah. Do we not have another obvious vanity project video to show?
No, because they're ready.
We don't?
Yeah, when they're ready, they're ready.
One.
Because this is the championship round for all the frosting.
I think next year it has to be live singing. Don't you agree? You want to see some live performances?
We might just have one final video after the last heat to surprise the audience. All right, are we set? Judge, ready? All right. Now, we've met him before, but now let's hear something from the crowd. We want to hear some cheering as we go back through. Ricardo, any final thoughts? You know what to expect. How are you feeling?
I'm scared of Timmy.
I think just keep your hands underneath you and away from Timmy's mouth. Probably be safe. Timmy, from the crowd. Timmy, you may be the crowd favorite, but that's not always a guarantee of success. You still have the determination? Rip and tear! I have no idea what that means.
I'd say he's ready, Reed.
But if I was a pie, I would be frightened. All right. Jazz, after that introduction, what do you think?
I'm hungry.
Hungry. One of the greatest telling factors. That's right, a big hand for our competitors.
These are really, this is really fun. It's really beautiful. Okay, I mean the pie. So, this is different. Remember, I'm not going to time it. We're just going to eat until it's gone. And hopefully that will be really obvious. Let's hope. Pressure's on. So I will stop you when I think that it's over. But right now, I'll just say, begin.
This is it.
That's
Three
right.
champions all competing against each other, Reed. It doesn't get any better than this.
It started just as powerfully as we expected. Look at them go.
Oh,
I think
I'm expecting
Ricardo's
something
got a
less.
slight advantage early on, but there's some confusion in his eyes. Timmy's
We've got a couple of different techniques going on here. Some slow, methodical, some rip it and grip it. We've got everything down there.
Timmy is definitely attacking that pie with the same gusto he brought into the third round.
I think they call that the Timmy attack.
I think that's possibly a new technique. Thankfully, he's got that hair tied back.
That could have been a disaster.
Keep going, keep going.
Another element to consider here is this is the whipped cream round. It's a little different than the normal filling that these competitors might otherwise face.
You gotta get
That's right, crowd.
whatever's on the
Keep 'em
table. If it
going.
goes on the table.
Keep them going, crowd.
Got it.
They need your support. They need your support. They need your cheering. They might need your Pepto-Bismol.
The road to the championship ends right here, right now in these final moments.
Oh, no.
Oh, Timmy's pulling up. We don't know if that's going to be able to sustain anything or not.
That's right. Take your time, Timmy. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Oh, we're down to
That's a little
two.
timeout. I don't even know if that's within the
We're
rules.
down to
Reed.
two. Timmy may have.
Meanwhile, Jazz is still going.
I will call it for Jazz.
Oh, the championship has
Ladies and
been
gentlemen.
named. Judge's decision.
I believe we can say a shocking upset there. We thought Timmy had it set. Jazz from behind.
going to set up to do the awards in just a couple minutes here, and then we'll come right back, and then we are done. So
We're going to
hold
have
on,
a couple
2
of
minutes.
words from our contestants. Ricardo, how did that feel?
Man, I'm full.
I can see that. Totally full. But you did excellent work today. Fine work. Be proud of what you accomplished. All right. Timmy White. He started strong. We thought he might have been the favorite in this heat. Let's get a word from Timmy and see what he thinks about what happened. Timmy, you look strong in the first heat. Tell us what happened.
I've never been in a competitive eating contest. I've actually tried not to eat.
So you're saying it's possible, nothing by mouth for the next couple of days.
It's possible that all I'm going to be doing is running and exercising for the next couple of days to get the sugar out of me.
That's possibly a wise choice. All right, let's have a quick word. And let me get around behind here so we can get the full view here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the face of a champion. Look, look at the coverage. Look at the beard. Look at the density of the meringue. Look at his shirt.
Look at that. That's determination right
Give us a strong word here. How's it feel?
I'm not hungry anymore.
How's that stomach?
I feel all right, though.
That's what we want to hear. You feel all right. Do you feel that warmth inside of the joy of victory? Or is it more the warmth of my stomach is so full?
I feel something in there. kind of sick, actually.
Yeah.
Well, just relax for a moment. We're setting up for our awards ceremony right now. I believe Judge Donner is set. I believe Amy
Yeah, I am.
has a special.
This is really close.
Well, I tell you what. Let's get our
Can
champion.
you vamp a little bit? Vamp.
I can vamp a little because our champion does have to get a little cleaned up as we wait for that last one, that last minute.
Okay. Can you guess what we were waiting for? Yeah, 3:15. All right, let's go ahead and announce these winners and give them their prizes. Third place among the students, Ricardo. Second place among the students, I think that's $25. This is $50 gas card, Timmy. And finally, our student winner, Jazz Hudson, $100, and this little plaque. It's a trophy. Yes. Right, that'll fit in your pocket. All right. Let's keep going. We are going to wrap this up now. And is there something after this? Should I clue them in?
I think Amy would like to discuss the significance of the trophy.
Sure. So this is a wonderful traveling trophy for our faculty and staff. It says on there, WKCTC Pie Day first place pie eating champion. And last year was our first contest. We will be retroactive in inscribing or engraving. Our winner last year was Britton Shirley, Dean Shirley of the Health Arts and Sciences Division. Yay, Britton, he's not here. And then our second person on the trophy who will get to keep it in her office for a while until it's time for next year, Miss Kim Russell.
Come on up. There
Fittingly,
you go,
Amy
yes.
has managed to time this out perfectly on purpose. If you'll check your
I know
watches,
it is in there.
3:14.
I must give credit where credit is due to the idea for ending at 3:14. It was just handed to me from an audience member, Christine Stallings, whose son, Jude, on the phone suggested that we try to do that, and it worked out perfectly, and it is 3:14. So thank you, Jude. Christine is in our math and science division, so thank you very much. I cannot take credit for that, but it was perfect.
And our last, as we wrap things up, I'll thank Jason Donner, Brent Smith, Amy Sullivan, the entire culinary department, Eric England. Am I missing anyone?
Chef Laura, all of them, everybody, all faculty and staff. Chef Laura, still here. Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you for competing. Thank you, faculty and staff, for competing, and everyone for staying till the very end. We appreciate it.
We have one last video treat. Yes. If Dan is ready.
In the realm of math, there's a day so grand where circles reign and numbers stand. March 14, oh shine so bright. High days here, fill our hearts with light. One time, moment, a time we share. Numbers dancing in the air. Gather round and celebrate with cheer. Irrational, oh, but oh so dear. Archimedes, modern mind so keen. Highs essence in every circle seen. One time, moment, a time we share. Numbers dancing in the air. A symbol of infinity, a constant embrace. High's elegance, no equation can erase. From the ancient realm to the digital age, High's essence continues to engage. One time, moment, a time we share. Numbers swirling through the air. From round shape to man command. High days celebrate across the land.
Thank you, everyone, and volunteers. Everyone, please help yourself to some refreshments that are left. We appreciate you all. Thank you.